Not too far from the center in Lagos, another solo exhibition took place at the Maijin Gallery. This time, it's Oluwafemi Otoki showcasing landscapes of my fatherland.
The beauty of landscapes and a passion for preservation of the environment has given rise to this solo exhibition by Oluwafemi Otoki at the My Dream Gallery in Lagos.
It's a way of documenting the way of life of our people, the kind of houses they live in, how they move around in their settlements. If you look at, if you go to the rural areas, you find communities, even living within the hills. You have in some rural areas, people living on water, moving around with canoes. You will see in some of our communities, rural settings, you have rusted rooftops, you have rustic buildings. It's a way of telling the people how we live. My vision is to document these landscapes for the future generation. You will discover that as developments begin to creep in, we begin to lose some of those things, and someone needs to document them for posterity. So that is the idea behind this project, to document most of this landscape for future generations to see.
In this quest of documentation for posterity, the artist captures the rural areas in the earthy tones seen in works of art like Night Splendor, which shows the hilly settlement areas and its advantages.
If you look at it, you discover that you have a huge mountains behind, and you have settlements there. Some of our people, they live in some of these mountains. The mountain serves as protection. At times, even during war, people hide, on the mountains and all that. So people settle in such rural areas because at times you find out that you have a lot of natural resources for them to live on. You have natural breeze, fresh breeze coming, and you have all manner of things that help the people to survive in the rural areas, even within their local communities.
The riverside communities and the entrepreneurship that goes on there are also seen in these oil on canvas paintings.
That one is titled Igbobini Riverside. In that particular piece, you have the body of waters, you have canoes there, people that live within that community, their main occupation is fishing. So they fish there and they live around such areas. They build their houses actually on water.
Paying attention to details is one of the crucial elements of achieving a great piece.
The media is oil on canvas, and the kind of technique I use is when I want to start my work, I pay close attention to detail. If you look at most of this work, you find that you have a lot of details. So I pay attention to sketching. I make sure emphasis is laid on sketching, because sketching is germane to having a good landscapes. And then I look at linear and area perspective. I look at color perspective before I start my work. And I also look at the composition overall. I look at where the focal points will be, and I try to bring out the focal points. Sometimes we have even more than one focal point in the work. So, and I make sure that as I paint, most of my paintings, they are very subtle. and use subtle colors. I love the greens. Green is the color of life. What I want the viewers to take home is that we should preserve what we have. We should preserve our culture. We should preserve some of those things for future generations to see. We have a rich culture, we have a rich heritage. Some people travel abroad to see beautiful sceneries and landscapes. We do have them here in Nigeria as well. If you go to our rural settings, there are fantastic rural landscapes to enjoy and take in.
To achieve these landscape images, the artist had to travel to several states across the country.